Hello, everybody. How you doing? Of course, this is your co-host, Harold G. Branch the third, better known as HB, here with my people to do our nightly decompression, something we've been committing to on a daily basis, in order to just help everyone relax, bring the energy down from the day. So much intensity going on, so much happening with the news, so much happening with our friends and family between COVID and just so many different things. I don't even want to start naming it, to be honest with you. But we know it could be stressful out here. And we also know there's a lot of people that are not socializing as rightfully so. So it may even be a little tough from an interaction standpoint and being able to connect with people. So that's what we're here for, to help you with that connection, bring that good energy to you. Miss Campbell, there you go. Anna, how you doing? Brenda, good to see you in the house all the way from Texas. Meet you, that's my homegirl, right? And so, we're happy that you've been chiming in with us. This is our 7th week, in the middle hump day of our 7th week doing this. And to be honest, not quite sure how long, we're going to do it, but we just knew we had to do something, and we was willing to make that commitment for the family and those that we care about, which is all of you, everyone that needs to be fed right now. We're trying to do that feeding. Liz, how you doing, good sister? And so, family, we got a great show prepared for you all this evening. It's only going to be, once again, 15 to 20 minutes, definitely less than 20. I could say we always do that. But we do got some alternative holistic healing methods that we're going to start putting some energy into sharing with you all, so that you have a lot of options. Yes, Maxine, you got it, boss. And so if you're just chiming in, got about 2 minutes to say hello so we can greet you properly before we go ahead and get the show started. Because once it started, it is a challenge to pay attention to the comments. I didn't get a chance. I talked about my dad yesterday. Didn't get a chance to give him a shout out. Dad was online yesterday. I always love when my father gets a chance to chime in. That support really means a lot. Thank you, Miss Drea. Appreciate that. And did I give thoughts to 30 minutes? Woo, this 15 minutes is kicking our butt. Hey, baby, how you doing? Good to see you chiming in from Jersey as well, Miss Dana. And so, family, we are excited to be here right now and to just continue to provide you with some good info, with some good, solid resources, so that you can continue to grow, develop, and honestly be your best self in these trying times. So with that said, I want to go ahead and Ray, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I actually do have the Nintendo and was playing Contra just the other day. Brother Bob, good to see you. Angelique, good to see you in the house. That's what's up. So family, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host, Dr. Angela Kenzslowe, who is a psychologist licensed here in the state of Arizona, works with our military, and she herself is a veteran. She is amazing. You heard a lot of her background this week, from being an old school hip hop dancer to being a actress, even in a major movie, to being an author. She is just really next level, to being the superstar single mom and business owner and homeowner and all these other amazing things that she's been able to do. But we are very proud and very honored to have her, with her commitment every day, spending time with us. So Miss Angela, how are you, Doc?
I am wonderful. How are you, Mr. Branch?
There you go. I think I got a little delayed there, but
no.
I am doing great. It's just a little bit, no big deal. But I'm doing wonderful. I see you are on the go. So let me give you.
I'm greeting you from my car, from the parking lot of Walgreens.
There you go. There you go.
Running errands.
That's what we do. You got to keep life moving. Got to keep it going. Yeah. I appreciate you being willing to take time out of your daily errands, your daily running and stuff like that, to pull the car over and chime in with us. And those of you that don't know, we get on this, we connect on here at a 15 minutes
5:45,
and then we talk and process the event like for 10-15 minutes afterwards. So,
Yeah.
the time commitment there is a little bit more than what we're seeing. And because we want to make sure that we are using the time wisely,
Yeah.
because we respect you all and what you
Yes.
do as the amazing people that you are. Robin Gary, good to see you on. With that being said, I want to introduce to you we actually have a guest tonight.
Yay!
We're really excited about that. She is a holistic health practitioner. That was it. I had to get that properly. A holistic health practitioner, an amazing individual, also a professor at ASU. And today she is going to come and speak to us about a technique, a style, a study. I mean, I'm not even sure how to wrap this.
I'm ready to learn.
I'm ready to learn.
I'm ready to
learn. But she's going to be talking about yoga nidra, and really excited about that. And this is somebody who's very dear to me, my cousin, actually, Miss Leslie Rowans. Leslie, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Hello, hello.
Hello. We are so happy to have you here with us. Thank you for taking the time.
I'm so happy to be here with you. Hello, Dr. Angela.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you
It's
so
so
much.
wonderful to share this time with you.
Yes, and I catch you all every night, and I'm just so grateful to be here to just share some information with you all. I know we only have a limited amount of time, so I'm gonna jump right in.
Please do.
I know what yoga. I don't know what nidra is. I don't know so I don't know what yoga nidra is. School us. What's up?
Okay, so Yoga Nidra is a sleep-based meditation. And Dr. Angela, I know you've been guiding meditation on this channel, which is so awesome is in terms of helping reduce stress. But Yoga Nidra is actually another tool that we can put in our toolbox to help deal with stress as well too. So I'm just going to share with you all a little bit about the history and background, and then we'll move into how it actually works. And so I am a Yoga Nidra practitioner. I've been doing it for about a year now, and I also teach at ASU in health sciences. And so one of the things that I have found to help with my own stress is I learned about Yoga Nidra. It's a great stress buster, and here's how it works. So yoga means one or oneness or union, and Nidra means sleep. So when we think about just how we go to sleep every night, right? We go through a process. We don't just, come home from work and drop to sleep, right? We have to take some time to settle down. And what Yoga Nidra does is it helps to quiet our thoughts. So we have over 70,000 thoughts per day. I know that's a lot, right?
It is.
We think about a lot, and some thoughts we don't even recognize, right? Like, why am I having this thought? But we have about 70,000 thoughts per day. Okay, and Yoga Nidra really helps you to bring you into a state of relaxation where we disconnect from thinking and we reconnect with feeling, and we bring an awareness to just being. So that's a lot to happen, right? And Yoga Nidra is something that can be done in your home. You can do it as often as you want. Anyone can do it. Children can actually do Yoga Nidra. In fact, there's some studies that show where Yoga Nidra helps with improving concentration and reducing stress, not just for adults, but also for children. And the good thing about Yoga Nidra is that 35 minutes of Yoga Nidra is equivalent to 4 hours of restful sleep. So you could do 35 minutes. And
I'm in.
Yeah, 35 minutes. Yeah, it's been shown to help when we talk about the stress hormones in our body. And I know you all have been talking with this audience about, the autonomic nervous system, parasympathetic, and so we want to move from that fight or flight, which is what's, we're in stressful situations, right? and our mind is constantly doing that chattering all the time. So that's when we're in fight or flight, and Yoga Nidra helps to move you out of that into a rest and digest state. And so our bodies are producing all these stress hormones to help us, right, with managing stress and that kind of thing. But actually, the CDC says now that 80% of our medical expenses are now related to stress, stress related. Yeah. And most of what's causing some of our chronic pain, insomnia, our hypertension, our anxiety, depression, autoimmune diseases or inflammation in the body is related to stress. And so what Yoga Nidra does is to help us move from that fight or flight into rest and digest. And how does it do that? It's based on a principle around our brainwave patterns. So throughout the day, we're in kind of a fluctuation, but mostly we're in beta and alpha brain waves. And we think of brain waves as the easiest way is thoughts per second, okay? And it's measured in hertz. So we've heard of beta brainwave, alpha, theta, and delta. So through Yoga Nidra, we're helping you to move throughout the time that you're in that 35 minutes from an alpha brainwave state into theta, which is deep relaxation, right? We're lessening the thoughts that we're having, and we move you deeply into delta. And in delta is where we are at a state of rest and our bodies are actually able to heal. So when we're in a peaceful place, and I know most people think, oh, I got to be asleep in order to be peaceful and restful. Well, the hardest thing about Yoga Nidra is when you're doing a Yoga Nidra is to stay awake. Even though your body, you're lying down or you can be in a chair, right? Through the guided meditation, and I direct you on what to do, your body is resting and your mind is quieting. And it's in the silence or in the quieting or the less chatter is where the body can actually begin to heal. Heal physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And I
got questions.
Any questions that you have?
Go ahead, H.
No, Angel, please.
No, I'm saying it sounds real similar. The way you're describing it sounds real similar to hypnosis.
Yes. And now there's a difference. And I'm glad you brought that up, Dr. Angela, because I'm also a certified hypnotherapist as well, too. So with hypnotherapy,
some comments up there. People are really loving what you got to say. I want you to see that.
So in hypnotherapy, so most of our waking state, right, we're conscious, right? We're consciously aware that we're here, that we're standing in position or we're working or whatever we're doing. But then there's the subconscious part of us that we may not be aware of, that is kind of running a pattern, right, in the background. I call it a tape recording of our life, right? And so the subconscious is actually what's running, our emotions, our thoughts, our beliefs, and all those thoughts that we're having in our head, whether they be positive or negative thoughts, right? So what hypnotherapy does is it works with shifting our thoughts from the right hemisphere of our brain to the left hemisphere of our brain, right? This is where all of our cognition is, right here in the front part of our, right, the frontal cortex of our brain. So what hypnotherapy does is to take us gently through guidance, to help us focus more on the left side of the brain, right? Which is where we began to change thoughts, which is where we work with intention and suggestions. So a lot of times people are weary about hypnotherapy, like
HB.
Am I going to be out of control? Is someone else going to be controlling?
And you're not.
Things like that.
You're absolutely not.
The answer is absolutely not. There is no way that anyone can control you. Now,
I used to watch David Copperfield.
No, I would say you will not do anything that's not within your own character.
That's right.
You will not do anything outside of your own character.
You know how many things in my character I don't want to do in public?
But HB, ask your question.
Okay, right, because I don't want to confuse, right? I'm starting to mix up the information.
Yeah, so
and
I'll explain the difference. I just wanted to share with you about hypnotherapy and then what Yoga Nidra is and how it's different. Okay, but ask your question.
How I'm sold. It's a bunch of people on here. We're sold.
Okay.
How do we do it? Do we need somebody else to guide us? Is it something I could do by myself? Do I need to go and learn first, then do it? Can I just YouTube it? How do I need this in my life for so many reasons. Half I don't want to admit to anyone, but I need it. So
you definitely could not do it by yourself, like, because you are wanting to be in a state of relaxation, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like dual. So you don't want to be doing that. So it's better to have someone who knows what they're doing to help guide you. Yes, you could go on YouTube as well too, but the difference in working with a practitioner such as myself is that and the other part of Yoga Nidra is that we're setting intentions. So it's really about the relationship that you have with yourself. Some of those things that you are interested in changing because it's no longer serving your life.
Are we talking about reprogramming the subconscious?
Yes, in a way. But let me just go back to
opening me up.
The difference between hypnotherapy and Yoga Nidra is that in Yoga Nidra, we are actually balancing both hemispheres of the brain, the right and the left.
Okay.
And to understand that, and I'm not going to go into, the medical part of understanding that. Dr. Angela can certainly speak to that. But when we're balancing the hemispheres of the brain, right, we're not just the cognitive part of us, but the emotional side of us as well too. Yeah. We gradually are able to help in terms of relieving stress and changing some of those habits that we have formed, some of those negative thoughts that we've either told ourselves or other people have told us and that we believe about ourselves that are not true, right? Mm-hmm. And so in the Nidra, we work on intention, and an intention is different than a goal. So a goal has you have something in mind that you want to do, and when you finish with it, you're done. You move on to something else maybe. But an intention is a direction that you want to take with your life. So if you find that you are struggling with, and I'll just name a few things. If you're struggling with an addiction, if you're struggling with negative self-thought or maybe self-sabotage, or if you're just struggling, right, just to get through the day and to feel good about yourself and who you are, if you're struggling with back pain or neck pain or anything that's hurting you in your body, there is a direct correlation to your subconscious thoughts as well too. And so when we began to shift that, right, and we have to get you into a place of relaxation in order to be able to work with the subconscious. Can
I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is there any bilateral stimulation within Yoga Nidra?
Are
you doing? There is. I knew it.
Yes. Okay. So we're not only just
they are nerding out. I'm over here like, I don't know.
I'm so glad
I just want to go and get this good, reprogram and sleep.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Dr. Angela. So when we are stressed, right, we're holding those emotions in our organs, in our bodies. So through the meditation, the guidance of the meditation, we are working on the physical aspects, right? And we're also working on the emotional and spiritual as well too. So in a practice, I may have you to tighten and then release. A lot of it is breath work, but ultimately you're going to be in a state of relaxation in terms of not being sleep, because sometimes people will go to sleep on a yoga nidra, but over time, and this is a practice. So the difference between hypnotherapy and yoga nidra is hypnotherapy is a therapy, okay, meant to only be done a few times. Yoga nidra is a practice. It's actually can be a way of life. It can be a way of life.
In heaven.
Right. To help you to have a better relationship with yourself.
So I do Ericksonian hypnosis. Which one are you certified in?
There is no particular name.
Okay, for you. Okay.
For it as well.
And we'll talk about it offline, because the Ericksonian sounds similar to what you're talking about. But what I know HB and I would love for you to do is to tell everyone about Sunday.
Sunday.
So this Sunday at 5 p.m. Arizona time, I am offering a free yoga nidra session. And you can find out all about that by going to my website. It is yoursoulhealingjourney.com. I'll say that again, yoursoulhealingjourney.com.
Right below.
It's right there. It's right there.
Yep. You can either go to the events page on Sunday, and you'll see a button right there on Sunday at 5 p.m. You can click on it, and we'll give you access. We're going to be doing it just like a Zoom call. And the only thing that you need is a place to lie down, or where you're comfortable, where you're quiet. You can have your pillows. You can have an eye pillow. And that's all you need. Okay. Just a quiet place.
And perfect. How often can a person do this practice? How often do you suggest it before we go?
Actually, you can do yoga nidra every day. I recommend, as you're starting off, right, to just try it for maybe 15 or 20 minutes initially. Yeah. The more you get into practice, the longer your nidra can be. So it can range anywhere from 35, 40 minutes. And it's really about your time, how much time you have. You can do it in the morning, the afternoon, or evening. I recommend afternoon when we start to, feel stressed, from work. You can do it at work, wherever you want to do it. At nighttime, people tend to, of course, because they're tired at the end of the day, and then we get more of people who will drift off into sleep. So, so that's why I'm doing it on Sunday at 5 p.m. because it's not, that far off in the evening. But people may, have.
Well, I'm excited. I thank you so much. This is such wonderful information. And just like you said at the beginning, another thing that people can put in their toolbox to be able to help. And you're offering a free class. So there's no excuse for folks to say, well, what is that? I don't know what that is.
Everybody should try it. Try it at least once. I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Well, I think you got us. And thank you for coming out. That's my cousin, y'all. That's my cousin that know all this stuff. You never know what somebody knows till you give them a platform, and you just blew my mind. I'm totally down and totally in, and you had everybody just fired up on here. And anytime they were just saying one word like yes. It was a lot of yeses. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Am I pronouncing that right?
I think so.
Got a lot of people excited. Thank you so much for that. Once again, this is our nightly decompression. We're here to just give you some strategies for self-care to bring your energy down. And that way you could continue on this beautiful journey, because you are warriors. And absolutely, warriors fight, but warriors also have to know how to heal. And this has been a healing session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go check out the website, and hopefully I'll see the rest of you all on Sunday. Yeah, we'll be there. And it's tomorrow. We are back here, and we're actually going to have my personal trainer on tomorrow talking about the physical aspect, but also spiritually and mentally, how to connect that with your physical gains. And he has helped me out tremendously this year. And hit some personal goals already on the weightlifting. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Peace and love, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Peace. Thanks, Dr. Angela.